Oops. Didn't mean to start the video yet, but apparently I did. Hello, beautiful, magical humans. What a glorious day. To have a glorious day. This is what I meant to start the video. I meant to start the video over here today. Look at that. Wow. Thank you for tuning in and joining whatever this is, these videos, this beautiful existence, this co-creative adventure. Thank you for being a part of it. Yeah. Oh, what is the phone? Sometimes we find ourselves just in the most magnificent little nooks that seem to be curated just for us, and you know, the more we open up to it, the more the universe allows. You know, you have to kind of let go in order to allow those things, and also you know, clear out that old energetic mental framing. And you know, a good friend was just talking about stepping into themselves, and you know, finally, like, kind of moving out of the negative mindset to whatever that framing is, being the, you know, main firing hardware. That's not the right words. You know, the main framing, and reframing that and coming into a positive, and actually stepping into yourself, and then being in the light, being seen. You know, and how this is grueling, agonizing work to do this for ourselves. And I compared it to, how did I say it? Yeah, whatever those programmed or conditioned or adopted framing in our brain that's like keeps us stuck in that, you know, just like whatever the negative, like crunchy fucking keeps us stuck in ourselves, whatever that framing is like watering. It's akin to watering crops with Brondo and expecting our fucking crops to be functioning and growing and providing nutrients for our being. Like, their neural pathways, if you think about them as crops, and it's like, wow, these programmed things, and you know, the things we adopt as really as tools to keep ourselves safe when we're young, like often integrated. It's the things in our shadow sometimes, and they are no longer useful tools. Then we have to thank them for what they were, and acknowledge that those skills that we adopted, whether it's like dissociating or fighting or like, you know, whatever it is, those things don't serve us anymore. And so instead of watering those crops, like, you know, and like what we're doing is figuring out where those water systems are, and taking out the fucking Brondo watering systems, which is like akin to ripping a biomechanical metal fucking thing out of our being piece by piece, and slowly installing a new framing, a new neuron chain that's like, you know, starting to water our crops with the crystalline, beautiful, life-giving waters. So it's like the switching that programming from those, like, you know, whatever it is, lack or grief or like shame or guilt or anger or pessimism or whatever it is, but shifting it into that gentle acceptance and the gratitude mindset and the positivity, you know, but it's like, and so it's like this crazy process, and simultaneously, like, you know, it's like this grueling, agonizing thing. And it takes a lot of work, and not to undermine any of that work, because I've been through it and I'm still working on it. We're always growing. We're human beings, you know. It's an ever-evolving process, and we're just slowly learning to tune our beings appropriately. Yeah, but so bringing it back to it, it's as easy also as just slowly tricking your programmed brain through daily practice, you know, until it clicks and sticks, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this thing I've just been doing repeatedly has now all of a sudden become the new framing, and I'm no longer attached to this other stuff, and I can leave that old paradigm and framing of how I exist in this world behind, and I can move into a place of easefulness and joy within myself and being happy and loving of self, and like doing the self work is how we heal the outside. We heal the inside. In order to heal the outside, it's a joint process. So all the little work we do inside is healing the external world simultaneously, as above, so below, as within, so without. The infinite biofeedback loop, the infinite boof loop, as I like to call it, of the universe. Us consciousness, love creatures, boofing ourselves and experiencing little polyps of individualized consciousness, the perceived separateness from the whole, the perceived being and the main thing, because it's illusionary. Any disconnection you perceive has been illusionary, because these are inclusionary vibes now, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in again, beautiful humans. And for putting up with all the goofy, silly. Because that's part of how we do this. It's part of how we alchemize. It's part of how we speak from our chests and bring it into being. Because and we're here to have fun and be silly and grow and heal and help lift each other up and celebrate the planet and ourselves. And we're doing it, guys. Good work. Good job today. I'm proud of you all. May your now space always and forever be the most blessed, cherished. Yeah. Nice deep breaths. Sometimes I get a little. But bring it back here always. I love you guys. Till next time. Bye bye.